Hi everyone! Welcome back to Money and Chi. Happy Monday! Ayan. Kamusta naman kayo? Are you excited for today's trading? I'm sure you are because I'm also excited. Um, Wait, let's see. Hello, Sophia! Ayan. Say hi if you're here, ganyan. By the way, I just want to share with you guys. Medyo sad ako ngayon kasi nasira yung coffee press ko. So, this is me without coffee. And sobrang low energy kapag hindi ako nakapagkape. As in, I don't know. I don't drink, but I drink a lot of coffee. So, yeah, medyo, I hope you understand bakit low energy ako ngayon because of, and I cannot go to buy one because sarado lahat, so I cannot get a coffee press, French press. So, yeah. Hi. Anyways, good morning and good evening to you guys. Today we should be really happy and excited because if we look at the pre-market, there's a lot of green stocks, maraming green ngayon. And I'm so excited to look at it one by one later, especially for those stocks that we are holding currently right now in eToro. Um, Oo nga eh, tataas ang PLTR and I'm really excited for that. And hindi lang si PLTR ang tataas 'no, marami pang iba. So, ayan, sige, let's start now with the news 'no. Naku, wait lang, let's move. Press 1, ayan. Hi, Andrew. Wait lang. Okay, wait lang. Sobrang sobrang sabog ko. Okay. Ayan, welcome back. I just want to share with you this one phrase or sentence ba ito? Your emotion will be steadied by experience, no? So, this is a very good um, quote, I think, or sentence. Nakalimutan ko saan ko nakuha to, pero I was just watching some of the YouTube videos of these books. And this is very catchy, no? Kasi, like, if you're new to the market, you feel a lot of emotions, no, when you gain, when you lose. But when you have real experience, you know that any gains or losses can be changed in an instant. Like, for example, last Friday, I just want to share with you. Last Friday, I was really, parang di naman ako galit or something. Pero I feel like really annoyed in a sense kasi GSAT was really doing good and we have that in our portfolio. You will see that later. And then suddenly there was like a downgrade from Morgan Stanley, which is not really a downgrade because that's actually what they had before, no? And because of that, GSAT price went down pre-market 25%, no? And if if I'm new or something like that, I would really feel horrible. I will sell immediately. But because I have experience and something like that, I've been trading it for quite a while. So I know that, I shouldn't do anything drastic, and I know that there's it's not gonna go down as expected. And true enough, by end of the market, we have 2% gain from that, no. And that's what I've been trying to tell everyone. It takes time for you to get that kind of experience. Don't immediately um wag kayo basta-basta mag-give up, don't give up immediately. um, don't feel so bad about losses because we all lose sometimes. And don't be too excited about gains as well because sometimes um, when you get that gain, like for example, NNDM, we sold at 12. Okay, but right now, I think it's gonna be at 16. Pre-market, it's 16. So, if I am someone like, new na parang, ay, sayang, for yun. So, I could have earned four more dollars than that. Pero, I mean, we we like to take profit at some point, and we don't want to risk that. It's good for those people who took those chances. Congratulations. But in a sense, for us, we have to make sure that we secure gains instead. And there are a lot of opportunities. Maybe we missed this one, but there's another one. So that's it, guys. Just manage your emotions most of the time, because that will trigger your decision making. And don't feel so sad. And I know a lot of you guys, and I receive a lot of questions from you guys, diba, during these live sessions. And it's more of how to manage the emotions. And just take those emotions over time. Through experience, you will, you will be, anong tawag dito, may immune ka rin. Like, for example, your first heartbreak usually is the most painful, di ba? So, kasi after nun, naranasan mo na, so hindi na ganun ka-hurtful, ganyan. So, it's the same with socks. So, just experience it first, and then after that, you'll feel much better. And, yeah, yun lang. Yun ang masasabi ko. So let's move on now to the news, no? What are the news that might move the market today? So first, China overtakes US as number one spot for new foreign investments. And we know that this for a while naman na, di ba? Because of the globalization, it's really cheap there in terms of labor and everything else. But I'm not sure how will this continue, no? Well, China's rich right now, and they can basically do everything. They were able to get all the technologies, because one of the requirements for you to actually open a plant in China is to share your technology with the Chinese government, no? So and yeah, so definitely that's why there's a lot of fake that is almost looking the same, because those are the things that are required for you to actually operate in China. And those are the risks that these companies took. And yeah, so now China is getting better and better and bigger, and yeah, it's the other countries like USA needs to actually consider. And before, USA is really number one in terms of technology, right? In terms of um this, ano tawag dito, yung mga e-commerce, Amazon and all that. But at the end of the day, China's also, they are good in math din, di ba? And a lot of Chinese people studies in US as well. So I think there's gonna be a point wherein they can also overtake USA. And we Asians should be, I don't know if we should be happy, because like for me, I don't really feel excited about it, because I know China's bully and they will bully us more. So that's gonna be difficult. But I know there's a lot of that's just my opinion, no? So don't take it against me. And you should always do your own research, guys. Yeah. Anyways, the next one is stock futures rise to start a busy week for earnings. So, guys, remember we talked about this last week, no? Earnings is kind of a tricky, messy thing these days. And there's a lot of companies that showed earnings, and that triggered their companies to actually go down, even if they showed a positive earnings or higher than expected earnings. So this is the time when we have to monitor, when are they showing the earnings. Maybe we should exit before that, or if you're really strong about that, then you should keep it. Let's say Palantir, we are very positive about the earnings, but that's coming on February. So but Palantir will also have their demo day this week. I think it's around Wednesday or Thursday, so that might drive the stock prices up. And then if the earnings are also very good, like super higher than expected, then that will also trigger another rally. So we're very, very positive with Palantir these days, and we will look at the chart later, and you can see that they already finally crossed the flag, and now we're just waiting for it to actually continue its bull trend. It took a while, really, maybe 2 months, for them to actually break that after the Citron news. Arr, those bears. Anyways, so the next one is new variants complicate battle against COVID. Again, this is very critical for us because as long as there are COVID and as long as there are new variants coming out and it's harder and harder to fight, then there's gonna be more and more difficulty for countries to operate and return, its economic stuff. Well, hopefully BNGO can help us with that, right? Remember they released the news about those genetic strains that have serious effects on COVID. So it's genetic, right? And I hope also this one can, I really hope no na this will make things faster for us to fight COVID. So yeah. Let's see. It's really, annoyed. Like I'm really annoyed because of COVID because I cannot buy a coffee press. And I badly need coffee every day. As in, sobrang nasa-stress ako dahil wala akong coffee. Parang ang tawag doon, yung kapag hindi ka nag-yossi for a long time. Ay, hindi. Parang nag-yossi ka, tapos bigla ka anong tawag doon? Anyways, I forgot. Withdrawal syndrome. Caffeine withdrawal. Anyways, the next one is Biden to impose travel restrictions on South Africa, UK, and Brazil to mitigate new COVID strain. So I think that's just fair, no? Because they've been having like hundreds of thousands of COVID cases per day. And thousands of people die every day. Like, I think around 3,000 daily ba? Or it gone up na. And the next one is an aggressive fight over containers is causing shipping cost to rocket by 300%. So if you guys are invested on shipping companies like FedEx, FedEx been down for quite a while. So it might trigger it to actually, you know, move up as well. I was also invested in Ship, but I sold it last week. But I'm trying to get in again today. Hopefully, I can get in below 1 because they're having a good update this week. But hopefully, we're trying to get in at Ship again. But yeah, this one is really good news, no? Especially those people, because I know a lot of people are already crying about FedEx, and what else, DHL, and all those shipping companies. So this is a good news for you guys. It might um, make your stock prices go up higher. Okay, imagine 300% up of, I know, just to get those shipments faster because there's a lot of delays recently. And yeah, that's good, no? Anyways, the next one is stocks will fall at least 30% in a drawn out bear market. Investor David Tice warns. So, just be careful, no? This is just like a bear person saying that, this is gonna be a bear market because they always anticipate downtrend, and bull traders like us, we are long traders. We always anticipate an uptrend. And this is just to inform you guys. It's just in case if ever, there might be a pullback of around 30%. So yeah, that's scary, but don't worry about it. We are trying to secure our gains most of the time and trying to rotate naman our um stocks. Anyways, let's read some of the comments. Wait, okay. So, hello again, Sophia. Hello, Edward. Hello, Javin, nice day. Oh, that's a nice name. Java, nice day. And, ayan, okay. Andrew, thanks, Andrew, for copying me. We already now have 25% gain. I'll share with you later. I'm not sure when did you copied me, pero yan, si number 1 si Glenn J. So, sobrang happy niya, no? Hopefully, we can secure more gains in the coming weeks. Ayan. Hello, Ken Uy. Again, guten Tag. Two digits na si BNGO sa pre-market. Bodega na ba? Yeah, let's look at BNGO later. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say hi as well to Mr. Wright, no. So he's not watching live, pero he always watch replays. So and he requested for a shout out. So hello as well. Roslyn, hello, welcome back. What is your biggest realized loss in PSE and global, and how do you handle it? Sige, I'll answer that. Mavic Gonzalez, hello, hello Mavic. Secret. Love you too, guys. Anyway, so let's start with ano. Um, Sige, wait lang, ililipat ko lang. Sorry talaga sa caffeine ano ko. Problem ko. Anyway, so let's start with let's just show lang for a while yung ano no, yung gain. Tapos let's move on to BNGO and then yung biggest loss, no. Tsaka PLTR pala. Let's check at PLTR today. Okay, so I just want to share you the stats. No, this is we already gained 25.85% in eToro since January, since the 1st of January. So as you can see, it's a very bull market this month, and of course there will be months where it will be a bear market, but rest assured we already secured some of the gains. And even if there's gonna be a bear, it will just hurt a little bit and then we can move forward, making new gains. And I don't know if you know, but I actually just targeted 20 to 30% gain annually, but of course if we can get that, we can secure that earlier, that would be better, and then keep on gaining and gaining, taking more opportunities as we can. So because if there's an opportunity, take it. Don't just stop from that. Okay, and then let's now move to BNGO, no. And then let's check at Palantir muna since we're here na. Kasi check ko siya kanina. Let's Ito na naman yung madumi kong charting, no? Pagpasensya niyo na. So, this is what I'm telling you guys. So, last Friday, I was like thinking, kasi usually every Friday, may major pullback, and that happened like a lot of Fridays already. And so, I was expecting that my portfolio will actually have a negative 2% last Friday, but because of one of those things that moved our portfolio up even higher is Palantir. As you can see, this is the flag that we've been waiting for to be crossed, right? And yeah, and hopefully it can hold. And as you can see, the pre-market is still here, and we're hoping that it can continue to go up since the how do you call this? The demo day is this week, and then following week is the earnings report, which is around Feb 11. So it's definitely a good 2 week for us to look forward to for Palantir. Hopefully it doesn't copy what happened to Neo, but I don't think they will do the same as Neo did, no. Kasi medyo na bad trip ako kay Neo kasi umakyat na siya tapos palabas ng bad news. Not really bad. It's not a bad news, pero it's not good for us, who've been waiting for a breakout, and then suddenly, a news that would para bang yung apoy nilagyan mo ng tubig, ganong feeling. Anyways, we're looking at as well the MACD. As you can see, the MACD, it's about to cross, It's about to cross yung blue. Actually, it already did, I think. So we're just waiting for it to continue going up, no? And the momentum is just starting. Here you can see, it's just starting. And we hope that this will continue for 2 weeks. Yay! So just keep on holding for now. It went up 25% last Friday. We're anticipating another upward trend. We can check the pre-market right now. PLTR. Ayan. PLTR has a 5% up pre-market, no? So it's 34.34. I don't know if I shared this video before, but my target price for Palantir is actually 35. And it's actually almost there. Actually, pre-market, it already reached 36, I guess. Pero we can still hold on to this. And then just wait until it reach maybe 40. Let's see, let's see. Yan. Yay! Another one is Jamie, pero I already sold Jamie when it was here at 47. So, but it still went up higher than that. I forgot to re-enter before the weekends, but it's okay, We miss sometimes gains. Let's check BNGO, no? BNGO, we picked up a little bit when it pulled back, no? So, nag-release sila ng another news na mag-aano sila. Ano tawag doon? New shares that will be released. And because of that, the price went down, pero hindi ganun ka-intense, mga 15% lang. But the first news kasi, it went down around 25%. So, when it was around 15% down, I was waiting for it to go down a little bit lower, pero hindi na siya nag-lower. So, bumili na ako ulit. So, yan. That's why we are placed again. In BNGO, and yes, we bought around below 8. So sabi ko lang, I'll try to get in BNGO below 8. And we were able to get in. And now it's around 10.33 pre-market, no? I'm hoping to get it at 12. To sell it at 12. Ganyan. Target 12. Yay! 15%. Where right now, from that price where I entered, siguro nasa 33% gain na tayo, no? That's really fast for BNGO. That's good news. And guys, just so you know, there's not always a stock like this that will go up like this fast every time. So January is really a lucky month for us for now, and we're gonna hope for us to look for this types of stocks every month, no. And yeah, what else? Okay, so my biggest loss in PSE is JFC. And it's also my biggest gain. So I don't really, like sometimes kasi when you are, and the reason why I lost is because of the COVID. Because I got in without, how do you call this, researching further. That time I was working in Korea. I was super busy. I was working for 5 countries. I was researching for 5 countries. I was doing policies and financing and all that. And it's tough job. I work until 3 a.m. sometimes. And so I don't really have time to really research about stocks. But I was like thinking, okay, Jollibee is always a good, company to invest into. And I already put my money in real estate and all other investments. And I just want to invest again in stocks that time. So I put it in Jollibee without looking at it. And that's wrong. And that's why, it's one of my biggest losses as well. Pero after that, it's a big loss, but not relative to the gains I earned naman throughout the years. It's just like, siguro I put like 100,000 lang that time. So whatever I lost, siguro around mga 30 to 40%, it's nothing against, what I earned before in PSE. And it's a bad mistake that you should never do. At least look at the chart, at least look at, even though the company is very good and very big, it's not always reliable to just put your money in it. You have to be an active investor, So don't do that. And how I recovered from that, and what I usually do is I always do averaging, cost averaging for early exit, because I know it will also go up a little, like it will go up. So when it went up, I was able to exit, So from my 40% loss, I was able to trim down at 15% na lang because of that. But you can only do that if you have extra cash, or that's why you always have to manage all of your investments at the same time. And we all make some mistakes, and that mistake is like a rookie mistake that I shouldn't have, but I did, and that's like a slap on my face, and I really hated myself for that. So don't do that. Global CRDF pa rin. I'm still waiting for it to recover. And LMFA. Pero I think I recovered already today, no? Just hold, like for me, kasi I have holding period eh. You know, one thing I also learned before, kasi it's up to you whether or not it depends on your style. And I always tell you this, not every person has same style, you know. Not everyone can manage the same risk, can manage the same loss, and I'm okay with that. Like for example, if you know the word holding period, holding power, we also have that holding power. So if you actually experience that much loss, if you can hold it, how long can you hold it? And if that holding period is actually equivalent to a potential gain for that stock. Let's just say Jollibee. I know for a fact that it will recover. It might recover in a year. So I can hold it for a year. But let's say for example you invested in basura stock. Syempre, you know for a fact that it will not recover, no? So there's no point of using holding power. But there are stocks that you can use holding power. Use that power um um well and correctly because it is not always applicable, and at least you have that as well, and a lot of trader will say no to that, but the excuse me, um pakita na lang sila ng portfolio nila muna and see how much losses they experience because of just cutting losses without, you know, holding it and not understanding the risk of a company. Yun lang. Ma'am, hello Aldo survey. Thanks kasi laki ng gains ko dahil sa copy ko sa'yo. Ngayon ko lang binuksan pagkita ko laki na ng gains ko. Hey, thank you. Hopefully we gain more today. Kasi today a lot of stocks will increase. And siguro I'll try to realize some gains. Kasi we don't really want, you know, parang mag-move lang yung stocks, ay yung portfolio natin up and down. We want to secure continuous upward trend. Ayan. Hello, Georgette. Mecha Bells. Gusto ko yun yun. Mecha Bells. Second, Miss Chi, okay ba ilipat sa UK yung account ko from eToro? Kasi laging nagpo-pop out sa eToro ko. Please help me. I guess it's just, it will move to UK if you deal with a lot of, anong tawag doon? Cryptocurrencies. I think if you have a lot of cryptocurrencies, you are required to transfer your account to UK. And it's just okay because the thing is, it's more secured. Like, not really secured, pero it's more regulated in UK, no? So there are some regulatory requirements that they need to do. Like for example, they removed all of the leverage because that's a requirement of UK regulators, and that will protect you as an investor. So as long as you're still using, like, what are you using? Philippine tax or and ID and everything, your address, just the eToro account will be, I think, UK based, and that's just for the regulatory sense. So from now on, you cannot use leverage in bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. That's what I know kasi that prompted to me as well, and it's because I bought Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is still down, no? Nakakainis siya. I hate Bitcoin. Never ko siyang na tsempohan ng okay. Although I gained a little bit with Bitcoin, pero nawo-wipe out niya palagi yung gain ko. Because I always tell you this, there are always people with um, perfect stocks for them, and there are stocks that will never work for you, even how much you work on it. Like for me, ICT is never a stock that is good for me because I never was able to predict or was able to ride the gains, or I don't know. Every time I enter, that's when it goes down. And some people, every time they enter, that's when it goes up. So I don't know. I don't know if it's some kind of luck, but there's some people with a very, it's probably because of their logic, how we look at the charts, how we look at the technical analysis is depending on the stock. Like also those people who trade those stocks, diba? They look at the same chart, they have the same analysis, and therefore they trigger upward trend or downward trends on those stocks. And you just have to find those stocks that are very um, nice to you, or very predictable. That's the word, predictable for you. And Bitcoin so far is not, but I'm still holding it kasi again I have holding power. So why not hold it? If it's really positive, no. Sabi nga ni Chamat, it will be 150,000 per Bitcoin, so just hold it, diba? I cannot find it at some point. Wait. Here you go. See? It's still here. And hopefully, nakita niyo ba yung triangle na pinorm ko? Ayan. Okay. So, right now, here we are in Bitcoin. And I don't know what's gonna happen next. Hopefully, it can, you know, cross this line. But I think it might continue to still move sideways here because of the bad news. No, not really bad news, pero a lot of Bitcoin traders are actually expecting that US might, you know, buy more Bitcoins in a sense, or they would accept that in their system. But because of Yellen, I don't know if you remember, but we showed Yellen, no, the new Department Secretary for Treasury. She said in the interview that she doesn't like Bitcoin because it's used for under what was that, black market, to buy weapons and other stuff. So that's not a good news for Bitcoin, and I guess that's the reason why it went down, because of that. That happened January 21. So it was sort of bad news. And then there was like some good news na institutions buying Bitcoin. I forgot what institution is that. But there was one institution, I'm not sure if it's Vanguard, but there's one institution last week that bought it. And still it's just moving, sideways. But remember, this is like a flag. And once this is crossed, then the price will go up again and the trend will continue to go up. Just remember, it's still within its 50 EMA, and 50 EMA is a respectable support. So nothing to worry about. If it goes beyond that, lower than that, siguro magsha-shake na ako, and then I will definitely sell all of my position. But this is still acceptable for me. Okay, do you have any questions, guys? We still have 30 minutes. If you have other stocks, just type it in the chat box so we can look at it. In PSE, ano maximum na loss para mag-cut ka na? Depende sa risk appetite mo, no? Like, and it depends as well what kind of investor are you. Like for me, if you look at my PSE stocks positions, my gains, I always target 50%. So if my target is 50%, and I can take a 10% loss, or even up to 15% loss. I can manage that. But when it comes to the point that, let's say, 10% loss na ako dun sa stock, I have to look at it. Is it like gonna be super, parang nag-change na ba yung trend? Is it really bearish na? Then I have to cut my loss, no? And then if not, then I think it's just a reasonable dip. Then I add more. So, yun yung style ko, like for me. But for, yun nga, an acceptable risk depends on how you can manage or how you can handle it. I experienced some, like for example, I explained a while ago si Jollibee. I lost around 30 to 40%. Ano sabi ko? Oh, 30 to 40%. But it's okay with me. I didn't even cry after that. I didn't feel sad. So sabi ko lang, okay, I'll add more. Because I'll check first. Okay, what happened? Ano ba yung reason why it dipped? Is it like overreaction from the market? Is it reasonable leap? Then if it's not, then I add more. That's when I add more. If it's overreaction, I will still wait for a little bit of move up and then sell. Pero I will at least reduce my risk for that, you know. That's just depends. I cannot say like, okay, just trim after 10%. No, you have to check first. Bakit ba nag-dip ng 10%? Maybe that's an opportunity for you to enter or to add more. Or maybe that's an opportunity for you to, um, take a look at it, baka better pala yun, ganyan, or something, it will turn out, or those things. I'm not saying it's good or bad, pero check first, hindi naman automatic yun, na parang 10% cut, 10% cut. Yes, if you're a day trader, you have to, because you have to follow your system. But if you're a position trader, you have to study first and analyze first. Pero for day trader, yung mga swing or even for swing for swing, I lost like, for example, CCIV, I was at a loss at 15% for 3 weeks. No, 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 sorry. 2 weeks lang pala. For 2 weeks, 15% loss. If I say, okay, 10% cut na ako, di kinot ko na yun. Right now, I have 50% gain just because I waited. Those things, you have to very carefully check the stock and know for yourself if it's like, there are some stocks, let's say basura stocks, like BSC or something like that. I don't know, or some other basura. I don't know. I don't know kung anong mga stocks yun sa Philippines. But there are a lot of basura stocks that you have to stick to your losses, pero case to case basis, guys. Case to case basis. Stock to stock basis. Don't just listen to other people what they say. Just know from yourself and from your experience nga to yun. No. But that's for me, It works for me, but for you, if you think that 5% out ka na out, then fine. It's good as well. Like for example, if you cut 5%, and then afterwards, bumaba pa siya ng 30%, edi pasok ka ng 30%, di ba? You save 25% of, or the 15% of loss. Tama ba yung calculate? Nag-out ka ng 5% loss, pumasok ka ng 30%. Yeah, you have 25% na save, di ba? And then that is actually a better entry point. So, depends on your style. Okay? Style by style case basis yan. And check what works for you. Kasi baka naman that works for you. It just doesn't work for me. That's why I'm saying. But don't take my style for your style, di ba? Kasi iba-iba tayo, bawat tao. We are different, each of us. And we have different experience. We have different feelings. We have different triggers. We have different, effects. So, whatever affects you, you have to try it first. Try mo itong style na to, and then for 1 month, if it works for you, then good. If it doesn't work, try another style. Yun lang yung masasuggest ko, I hope maayos yung pagkaka-explain ko. And heart, heart, heart. You're welcome, Secret. Is interactive brokers good? I use interactive brokers for stocks kasi some of the stocks is not available in eToro. So I use that, and that's good for that reason. I can buy stocks that is not in eToro. Yeah, I don't know if how to say it's good or bad, but at the end of the day, there's only two choices we have: eToro and interactive brokers. So if you want to trade stocks that are not in eToro, then you have to use interactive brokers. I think it's good if you buy the data. Pero I already have my trading view. So I don't pay them, and I just transact in IBKR. Pero in terms of chart, I put everything in my trading view. By the way, guys, if you want to open your account, you can use my link. Please use my link, guys. So it can also help my channel. Kasi right now, I don't really earn anything to be copied as of the moment because because I cannot, ano tawag dito, hindi pa ako approved as, how do you call this? A popular investor, PI. So it will really help me if you can actually use my code. Yun lang. You use my link. Anyways, let's say Mac, 13% loss na ako. Mac! Actually, gusto ko pumasok kay Mac ngayon eh. Kakabenta ko lang nung isa kong stocks kasi papasok ako kay Mac. So, yeah. Ako, I will average down on Mac. That's me, pero don't, do your own research, Georgette. But for me, I actually want to get into Mac right now. Pero, yun lang. Sa akin lang yun, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. What's up with GME? 50% up, tapos 49% up pre-market. Yeah, oo, si GME, ano siya, short squeeze yan. Pangit yung ano niya, ang tawag dito, yung fundamentals niya. That's why don't get in. Pero it has it will still go up, I think. I'm not sure until when the squeeze will finish. Yun lang yung masasabi ko. Pero it's squeezing. That's why it's shooting up. So, delikado yan when you get in, tapos natapos yung squeeze. Babagsak yan. So, yun lang yung masasabi ko. Ako, I will avoid GME. Even though enticing, not 50% out. Halos every day, it goes up 50%, 100%. But I don't want to get in. It's scary for me. Ayoko ng mga ganong stocks na grabe yung, like for example, ADMP, it went up 80% in a day. And I sold after that. Sayang, maliit lang yung position natin dun. Pero imagine the risk of that if I have bigger position that time. In a day, 85%. Tapos I sold na, finished. Tapos the next day, it went down to 25%. Tapos after that, it went up again. So, okay na yun. Yeah, may mga ganun kasi sa US market. You have to look for short squeeze, yung mga ganyan. Tapos, ano pa ba? Yung sa call and put, mga ganyan. Position trader ka, so long term. So I would average MAC, and MAC is long term position for me. I'm actually at this point I want to enter looking for a 50% gain for MAC because they have a lot of good catalysts. They have, pero monitor the news ha. What if anong tawag dito, yung Sangli Airport, if that continues to be their project, that's good. And then they have water project as well. So that's good catalyst if you want to hold MAC. And I will definitely try to get in tomorrow. Yun lang masabi ko. SHIB, I mentioned a while ago, diba, because of the news, it might go up today. Pero let's check the pre-market. SHIB. Bad trip to, lumabas ako kasi may mga pangit na bears. Pangit talaga yun. And they always push the price below 1. So I was in at 0.8 and now it's 8% up pre-market. Probably because of that news, no? So I'm still trying to get in around below 1. Hopefully I can get in. Takas. Si Tel, pumasok ba ako kay Tel? Hindi pa ako pumasok yata kay Tel eh. Pero I'm looking at it. Ayan o, bad trip. Ayan, hindi. Pre-market, bakit ganun? Baliktad siya. 0.98. Anyway, so I sold at around 1. Actually, nakabenta naman yata ako ng 1. Tapos gusto ko pumasok ulit ng around 0.9 something. Nung Friday, bakit hindi ako pumasok? Anyways. So, ang dami ko kasing stocks. Yun yung problem, no? If you have a lot of stocks. And I have to maintain, like, a lot of stocks because of my risk in eToro. Otherwise, I cannot secure that gain with a high risk. Anyway, so let's check. The momentum is still there, although it's dying here, no? A little bit dying here. Pero I think the momentum will still go up, kasi the thing is, shipping will be very important these days, especially, di ba, baka magka-lockdown and everything. And we know COVID. And then we need to ship this COVID vaccines to different countries. So I think shipping is a really good thing. And then they also have a news, this ship. They restructured their loan so that they don't need to pay any principal, I think, or interest. I'm not sure if including interest, but I guess not. Because I did financing for a long time. I think they will still pay interest, but the principal will start they have to start paying principal on 2022. So next year. So they will be deferring principal payment for 1 year, and that will help their cash flow, their earnings as well. So they will actually be able to release dividend as well because of that. Yeah, so that's a good news for ship, definitely. And the pre-market is already up by 8%, which is annoying because I was hoping today hindi siya aakyat and I can get in below 1 again. But we'll see. Let's see within the day. No, it's just pre-market and it doesn't really signify what happened within the day. And we just have to look at some of the tweets, ganyan. So let's see. No, ship. Very important sa akin na tinitingnan ko yung mga tweets. Yan. So let's see. Ayan, some good news lang naman. Wala masyadong wala masyadong update. That's all I can say. So, mukhang good naman. And because they will definitely release good earnings this coming year. Yun. Yun lang masasabi ko. Ano pa ba? Si Tel, bukas natin pag-usapan. Wala pa